Good morning. Another day. So now Monday. Thankfully there are trucks and diggers down on Joel Road clearing away silt and household stuff that people have dumped out there. Starting to get a little bit smelly. My project today, which I started an hour ago probably, I don't even know what the time is. What time is it? Yeah, probably somewhere around there. It's 10 past 10. Is to replace the perforated Novaflow that I put in, because it was all I could get with non-perforated or non-punched. So I've made a start. It wasn't easy disconnecting the perforated from the fitting, because I was standing on the side of the clay bank, which is very slippery, so I just ended up sitting down. So now I have a very dirty stern end of my trousers, my shorts. That's okay, it just goes with the territory. So now I will go down and connect that into the stormwater that I can't remember whether I showed you that I'd found the stormwater or not, but it was right where it should be. It was just covered in stuff, that was all. So let's go and have a look. So there are the diggers down there. One was doing rubbish, for want of a better word, and the other was doing clay. But I think it depends on which truck turns up as to what they do. So this is the new bit of non-punched Novaflow I've put in there. I've just realised I've left a fitting up there. And so I need to connect this in down here, which I will do. So we'll get after it. So now I need to connect this into here. The reason I have connected it in the sequence that I have is that it's easier to put this into here and then glue that into there than it is to glue that in first and then try and get this in. So there's a reason for the sequence. It's not just ad hoc. Alright, I'm happy with that. I will actually put, whoo, dizziness coming up too quickly. I will put a couple of wooden pegs like Zach did up there, just to hold that in place a bit better. But other than that, that's that bit done. Next job will be Wednesday for the fibre, hopefully. Okie dokie. Bye. I've just made a somewhat disappointing discovery. I thought before I go I'm going to run some, we'll try that again. Before I go I'm going to run some water down the stormwater just to make sure I have got it all connected as I think I have, and I don't. So the story is that that stormwater, as you can see, is coming down there, and you may or may not be able to see it at this point, but you will when I go down there. So here, hopefully you can see it, is a stormwater pipe, and when I run water down it, it's obviously still going down this pipe somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but it's coming out underneath here and running down. So I've got to chop my way through here until I can get to the end of it. Then I will need to get another Y connection and connect that in down there somewhere. So, a bit disappointing because I thought I was done with this for today. But I'd rather find out now than when it's hosing down with rain. And you will see there's not a lot down here. It's quite hollow down under here, where the water's hollowed it out. There's a peg. That's a boundary marker. Well, it was once. I was hoping not to have to dig this because it just makes all of this bit more unstable, but it's going to have to all come out anyway. I'm a bit bemused as to why the water's coming out there and not coming down my Novaflow, seeing as I've cut all the pipes up there, but I don't know the answer to that question. I'm just going to hook it on here and we'll deal with the rest later. Good morning. Yes, I think it is. Yep, 11:30. So yesterday I was doing the stormwater, and yeah, I think you know that I discovered it wasn't quite sorted as well as I thought it was. I eventually put another branch in, another bit of overflow, and I've just got it running out into the gutter now, so that's sorted. And then this morning the man from Chorus, who's coming to reinstate the fibre, called me and said, "Oh, I'm at your place." I said, great, wasn't expecting you till tomorrow, but great that you're there now. So he came and had a look, and he's supposedly going to come back this afternoon, but we agreed that I would try and get something down the conduit to the driveway so that he could then pull the fibre stuff through. And I thought, well, that'll be probably reasonably straightforward. I'll put a little bit of rag on the end of a piece of string, i.e. called a pig, and then I will blow some compressed air down there, and that'll blow the string all the way down, and then we can pull the thing up. And I can do the same with the one at 73A, and all will be straightforward. Yeah, about that. So it got part way down and then it wouldn't go any further. So then I dragged some old coax cable out of my workshop and I tried to push that down and it came to a grinding halt as well. So I then thought, I bet it's at the junction where it goes off to 73A. So I had a bit of a look and I'll show you what I've discovered. So when I first looked at this bit of pipe here, I thought it went down into the ground and underneath here. So I had a bit of a dig and I couldn't find it. And I thought, that's a bit odd, I'll have to start at this end. So I went down there and what you can see is what there is. So what he did, the previous guy, was he obviously just ran the laser sleeving, not the laser, the fibre sleeving through the dirt and then ran it up the wall there in the conduit. So my heart sank a little bit at that because I thought, I wonder what he has done at the other end. Fortunately, I was here when they did it, so I knew roughly where he had put the trench through to go under the path. I needed to get from here across to there, and I figured it was probably going to be a right angle, seeing other things didn't suggest it would be a 45 takeoff. I dug down and by the grace of God I struck gold immediately, but what I discovered didn't please me greatly, but it now means I know what the issue is and I can get it sorted. So here's what the issue is. Let's see if we can see down here. So what he did was he just cut the conduit here and cut the conduit there, and obviously fed the one for our house, oh that's got a plug of stuff in it, up through there, and fed the other one through the dirt across this way to the other house. So joy. What I'm going to do is, you won't be surprised to know, I went down and had a scrabble around in my workshop and thought, I'm sure I can put something together here. So this is my compressed air gun, cheap and cheerful, and I've put a PVC fitting on the end of it, Crocs fitting, and then I squished the pipe. So now hopefully I can just push this on the end of that pipe there and it will blow the dirt out. I'll let you know how I get on. That's that bit done. Now I just need to do the second leg down to the driveway. Today is Wednesday. So the last couple of days have been fairly busy, and I've run out of steam to some extent. I seem to have strained a muscle or something in my left leg, probably clambering up and down the bank. You can see behind me. You can hear the noise of chippers and diggers and things going in the background. I can see them working in the back of sections across over here. So there's one kind of just up in there, and we now, as of yesterday evening, have our fibre reinstated here. So he came a day early, which is fine by me, and so that's done. And we had a good dew overnight, and you can see that the storm water is making its way out of this pipe and down the gutter, so that's good. So I've really done all I can do at this point until the assessor comes and we work out next steps. I will record some video up the top there just to finish off what I think I recorded yesterday. I can't remember, but anyway, if not, then I'll explain what happened. Okay, see you shortly. So I think I explained the other day that when the contractor had originally taken the cable off, so this is the conduit that goes up to our house, and when they'd taken the fibre cable off, they'd just run it in the ground without conduit. And so yesterday I organised these various fittings and things. At this stage, this fibre that will eventually go, over to there, I'll bore through under the path here. A couple of options, but one would be to do it with a water blaster, and the other would be to just whack a bit of galvanised pipe through there with a cap on the end of it, or a pointy bit or something, that I can then run the conduit through. We'll see. But I'm not going to tackle that today. I just need a rest today, and so I'll do some video editing, so you might even get to see this. So I'm pleased to have the fibre back on. It means that the house is now fully functional, but the issue is that the Joel Road is still littered with mountains of debris and people's belongings and all of that kind of stuff, and it's a bit tricky to negotiate. Okay, so that's it for now. I will try and get this stitched into a video, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye. Thought I would take you for a little bit of a walk down Joel Road. So that's the first house there that was affected, and then obviously this one, very much so. And various vehicles here because they will be written off. This vehicle on the right is actually okay. It's being lent by one neighbour to another neighbour. Boys have been working hard down here the last couple of days to try and get the sewer, water and telephone reconnected. So it looks like they've got sewer and water, which the people across the bridge will be very pleased about. And maybe telephone tomorrow. So yeah, temporary, and hopefully the water we get, the rain, hopefully the rain we get will not make this situation worse. I don't think so, it's not expected to be that much, but you just never know.